me show you how to set up a quiz page. This type of page has a series of questions, and the idea is to, of course, convert more viewers into leads, but also gather information on the lead, qualify the lead as well. And these quizzes will do that. These are great for lead capture of all types of business, but especially in real estate. You probably have seen a lot of mortgage companies use them, but as a real estate agent, you need some of the same information that a mortgage company needs. You can get it with these quizzes. So you set up a series of questions. This particular page has the questions first and then lead capture at the end. Let me show you how that works. So if they just click on that, it goes to the next question. We'll just go through these real quick, and that you can have click to answer questions and open fields like this. For example, you can gather information on where they want to buy, like Torrance, California, right? And then we could capture, okay, great, let's find the home for you, click to continue, and then enter your name. So it kind of gets them involved in the process before asking for the lead information. It's a great way to capture leads and qualify them. And then you get your email, click next, phone number also, click next. And in this case, you just click that and it will finish the page. And it would go to the thank you page, in this case, because we're capturing the lead information at the end. There's a couple ways you can set it up, but this is the way I like to do it. A series of questions first, lead capture at the end, and once you click this to complete, the lead information is dropped in your database, all of the information stored, and then the lead is in your system where they would get an autoresponder email response from you, and then they would go to the thank you page like a typical post-a-prop squeeze page. So how to create it? In the website area, you just click this icon, the quiz form icon, and it will take you to this area, okay, the form builder area. And all you do is you click create form. I'm just going to create a buyer campaign. The thank you redirect URL. If you're going to have lead capture on your page, you don't need that. And we'll have another video explaining why you would add a thank you page. But with this one, we're going to have a series of questions with lead capture at the end of the question. So you can just leave that blank. So I'm just going to call it buyer 5 and then click create form. And then you see it there, and you can edit by clicking the edit icon. And it brings you here, okay? And you create your form right here. There's a couple of options for these questions here. The questions with the click button, these type of questions here where you have a question and then options just to click, and then that information's captured. To create that type of question in the input type, and we're going to have it set to default at radio, but for now you have to use the click radio for input type. And then you just type in your question here, and under options, just your answer. So I'm just going to put, when are you ready to buy? Now, 1 to 2 months, 3+ months. Okay, so you can have 3 answers, but you can put more, and you just separate them by click return and go to the next line. So we have the question. It's a required field. You can have yes or no. I'm just going to put no. And then you have your answers here, and then you just click add field, and you'll see it on this side over here. And this is in the form view. You can actually set up a form with all the questions on there, but I like the quiz option much better. So let's say for the next question, we go back to radio. Are you a first-time buyer? Just ask the question. Yes. Whoops. Yes. No. That's it. And then we just click add field. And it's right there. Okay, now let's say we want to ask a question with a text area. We have a text box, which is a smaller text area, and then the text area, which is larger. I'm going to go with a text box. Which town are you looking to buy? Okay, that's a terrible grammar, but let's just leave it there. So that'll have an open field. And we're just going to click Add Field. So you just have to ask the question. You can see the open text box here. And if you want to move them around, you could just grab them with your, it's drag and drop inside here, okay? So I'm just going to have these three questions. And then for lead capture, you have options for name, email, and phone right here. So just click name, enter name. I'm just going to make it shorter. I probably spelled that wrong. And then click add field. Okay, and then you'll see it over here. You can see I spelled that wrong, so you can click edit and bring it back. And I'll clean that up and spell name correctly. And then just click update field. So I updated that. So for the next one, I like to go name, email, then phone. So we go email next, enter email, and then click add field, and then phone, enter phone. Click add field. And you can just finish with that. And once they added with the phone and they click the final button, all of the information stored and you've captured the lead information. I like to do a little finish. Okay, great. We have what we need. And then click to finish. I like using a button at the end, so I'm just going to do it like that and click add field. And it'll end with that button. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to the form builder here, and you could click view. You could see it as a form and as a quiz code right here, and it's just set to default with this background on it. You can see here, when are you ready to buy? Now, 1 to 2 months. You click that, you can see the next questions come up. Okay, and in the template, you can change the background image, of course, and the button color, you can change that here. So I like a different button colors. I'm going to go with about a little orange there, right there for the original. Nice. And then a little blue. And then there we go. And then you can change the text color to white or blue, whatever you want. And that's the text color for the question, text color right here. It's black now. You can make it white or black. I'm going to leave it as it is. And then just click save. I saved it. And I can click save and preview it here too. And it pops up like that. So let's assume that I'm happy with this. And all you have to do is copy this code right here. That's it. And then we're going to drop it on a page. So I set up a subdomain for it, and the quiz templates are right here. Okay, Q, can't miss it, right? So you just click that, and I'm just going to choose this first one right here. Click the radio button there, and click, and scroll down, click apply. And we're going to add more here too, and then confirm it. And that's it. So the page is in place. So then I just go here to the advanced editor. And you're going to see it's in white here, so it's harder to see form. So you just highlight that, right? And we're going to use F. That's the form box. So I'm just going to backspace right here. So I got my cursor right where I want at the top of the page. I just use that F button right there, and then I just drop in the form ID. I paste it right there and click OK. And then you'll see that there. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can see it. That means the code has been added. And then all you have to do is click save, and we just did it. Save there. That's it. We're done. So I'm going to go back here. I'm going to click home, and we'll see the live page with the form in place. There you are. Okay, well, you see here, this is white. Doesn't look great on this lighter background, so we might want to change that. And you could change that text. You can see it works fine. Great looking site. This is really effective at generating leads and qualifying your leads. But let's say I want to change the background image or the overlay. This is a white overlay. That's why it's so light. I'm back in the editor, and you just click the quick edit button, and you could upload a background image or change the overlay. I'm just going to change the overlay to a darker color. Click update. Now let's check it out and see how it looks. I'll refresh it so we can see the difference. And there you go. Now the white looks pretty nice. That's a nice looking page right there, huh? Buttons are nice and bold. Let's take a look at it on mobile. Here we are on mobile. Very nice looking page. The darker overlay looks nice with the white text and the lighter buttons. So there you go. That's how you set up a quiz page. Very easy to do. All you have to do is set up a series of questions, and you can go back and edit too. So if at any time you need to edit, just click here and go back to this area. And you have an edit button right there. And just click that and it'll open up to this area where you can move the questions around, delete them, or add new ones over here. Okay? Or change the colors as well. We're going to add default completed templates too with all the questions in place, and you'll find that updated really soon, early August. To view your responses, you can click here too. I'll just show you this one. It's a shorter response. It only has a couple questions. But yeah, all your questions will be, and the time that they were answered will all be listed for you right there. And you could download them too. You can export them at any time. The number of responses you're getting on your forms also is tracked there. You can edit that. And then we also have these forms here for forms. Let me just show you how that looks. And this is on a widescreen. It would look much better on a template, but I prefer the forms, excuse me, the quiz much more than the form. So I would use this because this is great looking right here. It will convert for you and qualify your buyer and seller leads. So that's how you set up a quiz page. We'll have some more updates because we're going to add some new features to it, including having all the questions in place so you don't even have to type them. And that's coming very soon.